Have you ever watched someone quietly vanish from the digital world? No dramatic announcements. No final goodbye posts. They simply fade away. Society is incredibly quick to diagnose this absolute silence. People whisper that these individuals are depressed, fiercely antisocial, or simply running away from reality. But as I have analyzed the complex corners of the human mind, I see a completely different truth. What if I told you that stepping away from the noise to focus on your own intricate systems is never a breakdown? It is the ultimate psychological breakthrough. They are not escaping. They are finally waking up. This silent exit is the brutal first step of a profound mental evolution. To truly understand this silent exit, we must look past the surface and examine the profound neurological shifts taking place inside their minds. First, they have fundamentally outgrown the hollow trap of external validation. Have you ever noticed how the thrill of a new follower or a flood of likes fades faster each time it happens? Your brain gets so accustomed to these artificial rewards that they eventually lose all meaning. When these individuals walk away, it is not because they feel defeated. It is because their self-worth is no longer up for public negotiation. Why should anyone rely on a glowing screen to validate their existence? Second, they are fiercely reclaiming their cognitive bandwidth. Every time you scroll or react, you are spending a highly valuable, finite resource, your mental energy. People with hyper-awareness eventually reach a point where this constant noise becomes far too expensive. They are not escaping the world. They are strategically reallocating their focus. They choose to channel their mental processing power into activities that actually compound in value. Whether it is the deep concentration required to build complex back-end software algorithms, the creative immersion of editing digital media, or the rigorous logic needed to master a tactical strategy game, they prioritize cognitive complexity over shallow distraction. Third, they are actively dismantling their own digital conditioning. Ask yourself, are you truly controlling your feed, or is the algorithm quietly controlling you? These platforms operate on psychological designs identical to a slot machine, feeding you random bursts of dopamine to keep your mind hooked. Deleting the apps is never a phase of rebellion. It is a deliberate act of deprogramming to take back control of their own neurochemistry and establish a strong internal locus of control. Fourth, they are transitioning from passive consumption to deliberate creation. Psychologists often study how our most original ideas only surface when we sever our connection to constant external stimulation. By stepping out of the digital crowd, they stop absorbing the exhausting narratives of others. They willingly trade the chaotic noise for the profound silence required to truly build and create. Finally, they have mastered the rare art of psychological detachment. When someone disappears online, the crowd immediately assumes it is fueled by anger or a dramatic falling out, but the truth is remarkably peaceful. This detachment stems from an advanced level of emotional regulation and metacognition. They simply realize that true peace does not require visibility. They detach without bitterness, fully understanding that the most beautiful parts of their lives no longer require an audience. When you finally embrace that audience-free peace, realize that you are never broken. Craving clarity over digital chaos is a profound sign of massive psychological growth. If you want to keep exploring the real science behind quiet confidence with me, hit subscribe. Understanding this reality always starts with understanding yourself.